What's good? What's good? Welcome to the latest edition of the 10-minute sprint. We got 3x3, FIBA 3x3 basketball back in your face. Once again, you know the deal. It's your boy, Kyle Montgomery, aka The Voice, but I'm not here by myself. I got Corey Homicide Williams, my guy, back alongside. It's been a long time, couple of months since we had some 3x3 hoops. I've been having an itch. I've been fiending, Corey. How about you?
Listen, man, I'm just glad to be back in the building with my guy. It's been a while. What's going on?
It's been a while. Hey, but we get to satisfy that itch. We get to talk a little 3x3 ahead of our fourth Masters of what's been a topsy-turvy 2020 season. We'll talk about what's coming up, but before we get to what's coming up, let's revisit what went down through our first three Masters here in 2020. All three of them going down over the course of 8 days in Hungary. It was a Lehman Riga dominated week in front of the Old Reformed Church. First, we saw Lehman. They were able to bounce back. A lot of questions as to how Mr. Robot would look in his first action back. They were able to get it done. A surprise in that tournament, seeing the Lithuanian team, Utena Uni Club, get all the way to the final. But it was Mr. Robot, man. He had been completely rebooted, I guess you could say. Dropping bombs left and right from long range and route to an MVP honor. Speaking of MVP honors, Batman, MVP for Riga, leading them to the Hungary Masters title. But then the final of three Masters will go to Lehman once again. You see Vasquez locking things down from the free throw line. And I tell you, the Serbs, not Novi Sad, it is Lehman, the #1 team in the world. And they showed just why in the ways they were able to get it done in Hungary. Shout out to Riga as well, who are also on the mat. Going to be interested to see how they do, too, as the returning champs from Doha from a year ago. All right, now, Corey, I know that you were keeping a close eye on the action. I was busy doing a whole bunch of talking. What stood out to you from what you saw in Hungary?
Well, for me, let's get right to it. Stefan Stojacic, to come back. I mean, he's been out of the game for damn near one almost 2 years, right? He hasn't played in so long. So there were questions on how he was going to look, whether he'd be up to it. Would we see him like we're used to seeing him? And believe me, he came out and proved there were any questions on how he was going to come out. Those questions died immediately. As you can see, he held up that MVP trophy because they got it done. So very proud of how he was able to take care of his body and come back into it. You know what I mean? Ain't no spring chicken. So for him to come back out here and represent the way we're used to seeing him, I was very, very happy with his performance.
Man, I'll tell you what, in that Debrecen Masters, man, he looked even better than he did in his MVP run in 2018. For me, it was the newcomers. I mean, it really speaks to the evolution of 3x3, how the game is growing. The field is more open. Each Masters, we saw the Serbian team make it to a final. We saw the Lithuanian squad, Utena Uni Club, also make it to a final. We also saw a Graz team out of Austria also make some noise in Hungary, which kind of further adds to the intrigue of what we're going to see in Doha. So will we see some newcomers continue to kind of rock the boat? That's the question at hand coming up for this weekend. We're also keeping a close eye on the World Tour standings. A reminder for you, in case you didn't know, this is our final regular season Masters before we get to the World Tour final in Jeddah coming up in December. So the top 12 teams, only 12 will make it through to the final. We got a 14-team field, so we got a qualifying draw. And it's going to get interesting at the bottom half, as you can see. The 11 and 12 spots are the only two that are up for grabs. The top 10 seeds are already locked in. So Ulaanbaatar and Amsterdam, kind of a tenuous grip on those final two spots. We got 7 new teams to the tour here in 2020. And if any of those 7 teams make it to the semifinals, they will then jump either one of those teams. So we will see one of those 7 newcomers, not newcomers to 3x3, but Princeton is one of those squads. You got a Manila team as well that could potentially make some noise in the standings. Now, after the break, CW is going to tell us about the group of death. I guess I bet you all can pretty much guess which group that's going to be. But before we do that, we got to tell you about our specially made FIBA 3x3 Wilson basketball as we take our first TV timeout. Look, I ain't lying, y'all. Wherever I go, this ain't the ball I take. This is the mini version. But the actual regulation version, everybody's asking, man, what ball is that? Where'd you get that ball? I got good news for you. It's not a hard ball to get. If you want more information on it, just log on to FIBA3x3.com/ball. You get all the information you need. If you want to buy the ball, which I'm sure you do, go to Wilson.com or Amazon and do all your quarantine online workouts and your push-up challenges, all of that with the best ball on the planet. Trust and believe. Now we can kind of get to that pool of death discussion. I mentioned the 14 teams in the field. We break them up in 4 pools of 3 teams. You take a look at each pool, and each one of them has its own little bit of intrigue, but it's one in particular that stands out to you, Cole. Let me know.
Man, listen, Pool C, aka the Pool of Death. You got Harlem, NYC, experience, MVP, former MVP, Disco Damo, Super Dave, and Marcel. You already know how they get down. They come in with 3 players, but those 3 guys are experienced, and they've won enough in this 3x3 league tournament. Like, you know what they're going to bring. You know what I mean? These are veterans of the game, and you know they represent USA in general with the national team, some of these guys. So you already know. And look, when that man got the ball, shout out to Disco Damo, a.k.a. Harlem World, you know, you already know what he's going to bring to the table. He gets to the rack. He's going to have you on your feet, on your toes. He can shoot the 3 ball, and he can get to the rack, and he's locking up on D. So you could never, ever discount any team that he is on.
True. But you know what I worry about with that New York Harlem team is they don't have the offensive firepower of Joey King. They don't have Kadani Brutus. These have been 2 huge adds to that team. Doesn't take away from how competitive that group is. Also, when you look at Lausanne, they play pretty well in Hungary. King West will start to shoot the ball a little bit better. But Utena Uni Club, the Lithuanians.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying, it's gonna be a fun battle in Group C. I'm gonna shed a little bit of light. Go ahead. You finish your point, and then I'll shed light on my group.
Yo, listen. Utena is no joke. Utena is no joke. Physical. They play my style of basketball. Look, I ain't with the flashy stuff. We straight to the business. We're gonna play real physical. We're gonna let you feel our presence at both ends. And listen, man, the way they play, I'm feeling it.
All right. Well, look, a lot of eyes going to be on Group A. You know who's up in there. 2-time winners this year. Lehman. I think they are they're the favorite. I mean, let's not mince words here. There's a Qatar team, LaSalle, that's interesting. I don't know a whole lot about them, but I do know about this Manila Chooks TM team. Just saw them win the final leg of the President's Cup a couple of weeks ago with Josh Moonzone. Anthony and Alvin Pascal. They can get it done. So Pool A could probably be a little bit more interesting. I think that people are giving that group credit for. There's a lot of players definitely out here that we want to keep an eye on. Top 5 players is what we're going to discuss now. I mean, you can go down the list. North Miejas, Carlos Lasmanis. Yeah, they're 2 of my favorites, of course. I don't want to give away my pick to win it all, but we got top talent, top to bottom, some of the best players in the world, best teams in the world, and this is without Novi Sad playing. So you talk about the pool of talent, the different levels of athletes that we will see. Man, this is going to be a treat in Doha.
Man, I'm telling you right now, this kid right here, if you do not know, shout out to the Philippines, the Manila Chooks, Joshua Monzon. This dude is a beast. There's nothing he can't do. His favorite spin move to the left. As he lays you, he talks his trash. He loves a physical brand of basketball. He can take the hits. He has range like Steph Curry. He has range, and he handles the ball exactly like Steph Curry / James Harden. Minus the beard. He has a ponytail instead. Big game. I can't wait to meet this kid. Because the way he approaches the game, he just plays so aggressive. Look how he goes about it. He's fearless. He has that Russell Westbrook type of mentality and fearlessness, the way he goes about his business. He could handle a pill. He could finish with the left hand. He could finish with the right. Look at those step backs, man.
Yeah.
Those are not easy shots. He's shooting at the 3x3 shot. And because you have to cover so much ground, how he stretches the floor. Excuse me, that spin move is crazy. Like, I was just watching highlight film on him. And usually, you can look at a guy and just watch 3 minutes of a 7-8 minute clip and just be like, all right, I know what he can do. I had to watch the whole clip. I watched it 3 times in a row because I just wanted to make sure what I was seeing, the way he was doing it, and look at those crossover moves, right to left. Beautiful as he goes down the lane and finger rolls it beautifully. Like, you see how he could take the hit, he could take the bump and continue to go. He actually is aggressive and he initiates the contact as he goes. I love a player that goes about his business the way this player is going. I look forward to seeing him continue to rise up, and I'm just glad I got the best seat in the house next to you.
No doubt, no doubt. And he ain't scared to take the big shot as well. We saw with the million peso shot that he hit to win it. For me, it's Ignis Vaidkush of Utena Uni Club. I got a chance to get a good look at him in Hungary, and this dude does it all. He can handle the ball. He's rangy. He's a good defender. He does a little bit of it all. The numbers speak to that. He leads the league in player value of any player that's played 3 or more tournaments. So, you see how he can get to the cup, uses the screens well. He's going to be a mismatch. You can't put a big on him, and you can't put a small guard on him because he can take advantage of him as well. So, he's the heart and soul, the centerpiece of this Utena Uni Club team. They go as he goes. We've already saw him lead them to the doorstep of potentially winning a final. I think he's going to be in his bag out here in Doha yet again. Watch out for Utena Uni Club in Group C. That is going to be a dangerous, dangerous group. All right, I think it's time for us to take another time out. I can keep talking about these dudes all night long, but it's time for a Tissot TV timeout, and I want to remind that you guys to never miss a Zoom chat ever again. Impress your friends, family, and colleagues with the best watch in the world. Yeah, don't look at me. Look at the watch. There it is right there. And I got it on right now. There's the special FIBA 3x3 Tissot watch. It's the best thing you will ever wear in your life. Be the first one to get your special edition of FIBA 3x3 Tissot watch on FIBA3x3.com/watch. All right, so let's rewind a little bit to last year. And we saw Riga get it done. It was the first time they had won a Masters after a 2-year drought. Everybody was waiting to see if Riga was going to finally take that next step, and they did it. Okay, now they're back to defend their crown, and now we get a chance to make our picks. I'm gonna let you go first. Who gets to the final? What's the score, and why they gonna win? Let me know.
All right. Lehman is going to be there.
Okay.
Harlem, look, I'm from New York. I'm backing the home team. Harlem is going to be there. That's going to be the finals matchup. And my prediction is with the Tissot buzzer beater, Harlem will prevail by a bucket.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Tissot buzzer beater by a bucket. Okay.
By a bucket, it's going down.
Lehman's had their number in recent meetings, but and listen, I don't want to sound like I'm hating on New York Harlem because they are normally one of my favorites, but I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna give you my pick, and it's not gonna excite you. Listen, I wanted to rock the boat a little bit, and maybe put a team up that nobody was expecting, but. Look, man, my name is attached to this. I got to go with who I know is very likely going to be there. This time of year, teams don't have a whole lot of practice time with COVID. Guys are trying to match schedules and get time and get that type of chemistry. This is when experience is at its most important. So you look at Lehman, you look at Riga. You're not going to find teams that are more experienced, that had that winning pedigree. You also consider the fact that Riga got it done here in Doha last year. Both of these teams have already won Masters here in 2020. I just can't pick against Riga and Lehman meeting for yet another final here in Doha. And I'm going to say that Riga is going to get it done. And the reason why I think Riga is going to get it done is because I think they're just a little bit more dynamic offensively. You look at Lehman, they do a lot of damage down low, feeding the ball down to Vasquez. They got great shooters in Stefan Stojacic and Stefan Kojic, but Ratkov is going to be a key piece. Can he provide some scoring for them? I think the Riga's too fast on the perimeter. You got Batman, you got Miezis, you also got Eggers Krumans who can step out and kind of spread the floor out and get that monster Vasquez out of the paint a little bit. I think Riga ends up winning at 21-17. Mark it down. You heard it from the voice right here. Whew. Man, I think that's 10 minutes. let me give you a closer look with that Tissot watch right there. Oh,
listen, you get me jealous right now. You get me jealous. I gotta give the powers that be my address because I need mine. I'm out here. I'm out here.
Oh yeah, you naked wrist. You naked wrist. Yeah, you naked wrist. Yeah, we got a hook. T-Dub up. Come on. I don't think you're gonna get it by the time this Doha Masters pops out, but maybe by the final, we'll see. Speaking of the Doha Masters, make sure y'all watch coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday, 20th and 21st. Again, it'll be our fourth Masters of this 2020 season, and we will finally decide what our 12-team field will be for the World Tour Final coming up in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia in December. Man, I'm so excited I can't even get my words together. But we appreciate you guys. Make sure you continue to follow us. We're dropping content daily on FIBA 3x3 social media accounts. If you're not following Corey, what are you doing? Do that. Make sure you do that. Me as well, at 3x3 The Voice. Cole, give him your IG.
At C Homicide on Insta and Twitter. Get at me.
You got it. All right, that's it for us, y'all. Looking forward to this weekend. The fourth Masters, Doha, is going down. For Corey, I'm Kyle. We'll see y'all this weekend. Holla.
Peace.